Hey, what's up guys, Totallydubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the HiFiMAN RE-600s. I'd like to thank Advanced MP3 players for actually sending these out for review. They can be purchased on their site or on Amazon.co.uk for £320. Links will be in the description below. I'd also like to say that these can be purchased on Amazon USA for $200, which is the equivalent of £130. Yes, there's a £190 price difference between the US and the UK. Something ridiculous that I've seen. Normally there is a slight variance between UK and US, but £190 is taking it to a whole new level. Either way, I'm going to be reviewing these for £320 because I was sent these by Advanced MP3 players, which are based in the UK, and because I am a UK-based reviewer. Before also getting into the review, I'd like to say that if you want to read the full written review, I highly suggest you do so, and that will be on my website in the link in the description below. Just because this video review won't go in as much detail as my written review will do. So what do you get for £320? You get this really nice case, which actually looks really cool. Something I can see putting on a bookshelf, not that I have one, but anyway, it's really nice. In here, you can find some selection of tips, which I've gotten out just to see which tips they were, but I haven't got them out since. I haven't got them out for this review. Again, you can see pictures on my website in case you're interested. There are even more tips included, as you can see over here, alongside some filters. The soft little filters over here are quite nice because they are used to replace the ones that are currently on there. Essentially, if you've got earwax or sort of dirt that goes on, these filters will get dirty over time, and it's nice that HiFiMAN actually thought about this, just like they did with their RE-400s, so you can prolong the life of the earphones. What more is that you can get some soft foam tips from Comply. Now these tips I absolutely love. I actually use them daily on my the Phonak Audio PFE232s, which I've got right here. You can see the foam tips which are being really heavily used there. Anyway, I go through these quite a lot, the foam tips, and it's really nice to see them actually included in the package. You get a large and medium set of tips, which I've used and I really do like in terms of comfort and isolation. You also get a manual, which is not that interesting, and you get a little carrying pouch. The carrying pouch is hard, which is nice, and you can put some tips inside over here. However, I would have liked a little soft carrying pouch to go along with it, just because these earphones are so small and so portable, so to speak, that I would have liked a little pouch that I can slip in my pocket, rather than this that will look kind of bulky in my jeans. Not that I wear skinny jeans, I absolutely hate them, but anyway, just a side note. So now let's go on to the build quality. So as you can see straight away, yep, you get a little bit of tangling, and the reason behind this is because of the wire. Now the wire is of this sleeved type look, which is normally great for PC gaming or just PC parts, but when it comes to earphones they come to tangle up quite a lot. Something similar like the Fisher Audio Consonants have this sort of problem. They get tangled and it's increasingly frustrating to untangle them. The wire is quite interesting, however, because at the Y-split it does change into sort of a plasticky Y-split. It's just a little bit of a difference, and in all honesty, it's not a bad thing to have two different types of cable. Speaking about the cable, you do get slight microphonics, but not as much as the RE-400s did. The RE-600s do have slight microphonics, which is cable noise, so therefore when the cable hits along your shirt. But this can be quickly eliminated by wearing these over the ear rather than straight down. Very simple fix to do, and something that these earphones are capable of just due to their really small and lightweight nature. Anyway, going to the jack, it is terminated by a right angle 3.5mm jack, which is gold plated. However, it's got this weird sort of adapter, which turns it from straight to right angled. It's really weird why they've added this. There might be some sort of logic behind it, but I can't really think about it. But anyway, point is that is included. The HiFiMAN thought it would be interesting to include, so they've included it. What I like, by the way, about the jack is that both jacks are really nice with their strain relief, and therefore prolonging their life is really good. That sounds kind of salesy, I don't know why. Anyway, so the earphones themselves, now they look quite decent, although I preferred the RE-400's look, which had this kind of an old vintage car kind of look to them. These ones on the other hand are kind of plastic. They've just got a normal black look with a brushed aluminium on this side over here. The right left indicators are on the strain relief, which are nice, but it just feels a little bit, I don't know, doesn't really look like £320 earphones to me. Either way, it's something that I quite like just due to its being, you know, it's not trying to be an expensive earphone or look like one, it's just simple. I would have just preferred a different type of housing design, just like the RE-400s had. Anyway, enough about the build quality. The isolation. Now the isolation, due to these earphones being very small, is not very great. So the passive noise cancellation is not that great, and therefore it doesn't block out that much sounds. This is not a big problem if you're in a quiet area, but obviously if you're going to be commuting a lot, which you might have earphones, that's why you might be getting earphones for, bear that in mind that it's not going to block that much external sounds unless you crank up the volume. Now, about its size, I really do like its size just due to its the comfort. So the comfort is really, really good. In fact, this along with the RE-400s are extremely comfortable earphones to wear. Not only due to its size, but also due to its lightweight nature. They're very, very lightweight earphones, and when you put them in, you just don't feel them at all. Again, it reminded me of my Audiophonic PFE232s because they also have a very, very lightweight earphone housing design, which means that when you wear them, you don't really feel them after a couple of hours, or even when you put them straight away, you just don't feel them. In comparison to something like the Dunu Titan ones, which are very heavy-duty earphones, which, you know, you can see someone in the military wearing them. They're very heavy, and therefore you actually feel them in your ears. Anyway, I do like the comfort of them, and I just find them very nice. Anyway, now the most important point is the sound quality. Now at £320 these had a lot of competition. Just to show you the earphones just that I've got in front of me, let alone the ones I've gone through and reviewed. Fisher Audio Consonants, Dunu Titan 1s, the SteelSeries Flux In-Ear Pros, you'll be surprised about how good they sound, and the Phonic Audio PFE232s. Out of all of these are £80–90, they were £50, these were around £100, and these were originally £400. So the fairest competition out of all of these is the PFE232. And at that price point, these PFE232s absolutely destroy in every single aspect in terms of sound quality the RE-600s. The RE-600s don't even stand a chance. They don't even stand a chance to these PFE232s, so much so that I didn't even make that much similarities against them. I actually compared it more to the SteelSeries Flux Pros, which come in at 100, and to the Dunu Titan 1s, which come in around 90. These were much more fair competition, and when you look at the price differences, i.e. the US prices, it makes more sense because £130 versus 100 versus 90 makes more sense rather than 320. Either way, this is a £320 earphone that I'm reviewing, and therefore when it came to a comparison, I had to say that it was absolutely horrendous at £320. Even £130, I don't see myself recommending them because these two earphones right here, which are readily available in all different markets and at the same price point, are absolutely brilliant in all different respects. So let's go in terms of the sounds. So first of all, the sub bass. The sub bass is almost non-existent on these earphones. The mid bass is decent. It's a little bit better than the RE-400s, but lacks kind of meat to it. There's no sort of punch, no real sort of extension or any sort of pronouncing of the mid bass. The mids are a little bit, I don't know, again, feel a bit boring, but they're not neutral-esque sounding. They're not forward, they're not recessed, they just feel, I don't know, just they're missing something. Again, they're a little bit better than the RE-400s, but still, they completely lack that sort of mid-response that I was really expecting from them. Their highs were extremely disappointing. They were just like the RE-400s, which, you know, at £75 for the RE-400s is kind of, I guess you can understand it. Even then, you know, I still didn't recommend them, but at £320, there's no excuse for the highs being rolled off and also having zero sparkle. They had no life to them and actually just didn't really sound good. Their soundstage is what was most disappointing about them. They didn't have any soundstage. The width and depth to them was really poor, and every earphone I showed you before absolutely beats them in terms of soundstage, like the RE-400s, but again, just that slight bit better. So overall, the RE-600s weren't earphones I would ever recommend. Not in the US, not in the UK market. I just don't see why anyone would buy these when you've got other options out there. Especially at the £320 price point, which is completely ridiculous in the UK. I just find it laughable that HiFiMAN think that it would be acceptable to have a £300 plus earphone to compete against the other competition. Anyway guys, this has been an honest review from me, Totally Dubbed. If you've liked this video, make sure you give it a like, comment if you what you think about it, subscribe, favorite and share and all that good stuff. Again, I've been Totally Dubbed. This has been the HiFiMAN RE-600s. Make sure you check the links in the description below in case you're interested. Alright guys, take care. Bye bye.